What's up and good morning, everybody. We are day 4, New Year's weekend out here at Glamis FAB, and as you can see, it's bright and early and it's already starting. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at this sand limo that actually came in. It's we don't often get these cars in here, believe it or not. They don't really break, but let's see what happened to this one. So it looks like the tabs for the trailing arm just broke. Nothing broke on the chassis. It's just the tab for the trailing arm. So that looks to me like somebody landed on the back tire like that.
My buddies.
Yep.
Okay, we need muscles.
Yep.
Are we on the 8?
Rut-row. All right, so like I showed you earlier, the trailing arm mount tab just ripped. Chassis looks okay, nothing there, just the tab ripped off. So we're gonna put doublers up here. We'll cut all this out and get this guy back in the dunes. It's gonna need a CV, but no big deal. Cool sand limo, like a 04, 05-ish. It's a limo with the bypasses. Yeah, buddy. Nice. So we got Brandon finishing up on this car over here. We've got the inside tab welded, the outside tab welded. We're going to put weld washers on that. Joe's working on the CV with just the counter guy who doesn't ever get dirty, right?
Ain't nothing.
And I'm going to extract this bolt out of this broken A-arm. It moved pretty good, so I'm going to weld this nut in here and then put an impact gun on it and pull it out of there. Replace both of these heims for another customer. And then we've got another big car outside to pull in as soon as this one's done. So I welded the nut in there, just put the impact gun on it, and back that thing right out of there. Kind of a cool trick if you got a welder to extract bolts. We're going to replace both of these heims for these guys and get them back in the dunes. All right, so we got the arm back in. She works like she should, and this would be another happy duner back in the dunes today. Wheels on, chocks are back on. Dave's going to put some nitrogen in them, and this guy will be off and in the dunes. All right, so now I can show you guys what a real busy day is like out here at Glamis FAB. Look at that. All these people waiting. Jeep coming in. I'm making braided lines. Customers waiting for days. Brandon on the TIG. Just getting out of control. Crazy thing, guys, is just like that. We handle a few customers and then it gets quiet. So, what's that? Yeah, I think so. What are we doing?
My Honda don't start.
Oh, man, I'll come look at it right now. All right, let's go look at this thing. So like I said, guys, in yesterday's video, it is spindle weekend for sure. Another broken spindle, another spud gonna get ticked back on. All right, guys, so we had a Can-Am come in with a bent arm, and I just wanted to gusset it, so I jumped underneath there, put a gusset under there, and backfilled it. It's good to go. And like I said, guys, just like that, it gets quiet. And then I'm the only one in the shop. So we're gonna pull this wheel off. We got a spot that we need to weld right down here in the trailing arm. It's been welded before, and we'll get it fixed up. I don't know where everybody went, but I guess I'm solo. All right, so I got this trailing arm welded back up, went over the cracks, and we'll get him back in the dunes. Another Can-Am fixed. Guys, so working on this Buckshot, this X5. It's Got a blower motor, belongs to the homie Fuck Stick Rick over there. So had an issue with the belt flinging off, and it looked like the blower tensioner just wasn't quite machined right. So we it was rubbing. It was rubbing right there, so we filed that down and got it fixed for him. So hopefully that'll hold up, and Rick will be back in the dunes.
Yep.
All right, guys. So really quick, I don't mean to interrupt this video, but we're going to take some time to talk to you today about Suma ceramic spray and Suma detail products. These guys reached out to us over here at the Dune Addict channel and asked us to take one of our really cool cars and try out their ceramic spray. So that's just exactly what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and apply it to the whole hood here and see how she comes out. So we've completed the entire hood, and wow, what a difference it made. I mean, you can just take the rag and it just kind of flows across the surface there. Really, really great. They say that this protects down at the nano level. Not that I know what the hell that means, but I guess it works pretty well. They say one application lasts for 6 months, and for best results, you should apply it every 3 months. But what a difference it's made just on the hood. We're getting the exact same results on the painted and the powder coated and then painted surfaces, just as well as a fiberglass painted hood or body panel. It's coming out smooth as can be and protected. So, you know, we really need protection out in the sand. These cars get sandblasted pretty hard when we're coming this way. So we're gonna go ahead and coat this whole thing. We're gonna coat the arms, everything, and hopefully that gives us that extra layer of protection we need to keep the car shining. So if you want to get your hands on some of the Suma detail products, you can click the link in the description of this video and use code DUNE10. That's code DUNE10 for 10% off your order of any of the great Suma detail products or the ceramic spray, which we just used here. And as you guys can see, it's absolutely amazing. So we got it pushed out into the sun, and take a look at this, guys. This thing is just shining. Absolutely amazing. I couldn't see the metallic in this beforehand, and now like I said before, guys, grab you some Suma detail products. Click the link in the description of this video and use the code DUNE10 for 10% off your purchase. All right, well, we got Brandon welding on another Can-Am. What are you working on, bud?
Exhaust bracket.
Exhaust bracket going back on. We got these guys taking this, they got their rack out to get that broken ball joint out. Are they learning, Joe?
I think so. You gonna put them on YouTube?
Yeah, they'll be on the channel.
Right on.
Been a lot of welds today, huh, Brandon? A lot of welds today.
You need it. Yeah, bring the card. You got the card? Okay, I got the card. But you lose $30 with the card.
All right, guys, as you can see, we got them stacked up out here. Just waiting. And this weather did not let up today. Yesterday it burned off, but not so much today on New Year's. So fireworks ought to look pretty cool tonight. So these guys, they broke that ball joint in the end of that tie rod, and they opted to pull out their own steering box and do the work themselves, which is really cool. They wanted to learn, so we give them an opportunity to learn. All right, so Mr. Fab,
Yes, sir.
just fixed up this 250R. Well, the plate, the chain tensioner, looks killer.
It's gonna keep me riding.
Be another cruiser back in the dunes, hell yeah.
Right.
Awesome.
It's cool, we don't see a whole lot of that here.
Sometimes I just think it's more simple.
Yeah,
Keep it simple.
back to the simple days. 3 wheels and just ripping. So guys, when we order axles from Gear One, they send them to us like this, really long spline, so that way we can cut them down. So I'll show you guys. I'm gonna walk over here. So this guy's got a broken axle. We didn't have the right size, so we took one of our quote unquote kind of universal axles. Joe cut it down on the chop saw. We put it in the lathe, and then he's gonna cut a groove in it. Just like that, you guys got a new snap ring groove. We'll pull the axle out. Did you take even off both sides?
Yes, sir.
So we'll pull that out, flip it over, do the same thing on the other side, and this guy will have a fresh new axle and be ready to go rip tonight. And then break another axle and come back tomorrow.
I don't want to be here tomorrow.
Yeah, we're going home. Yeah, you've been here, what, 9 days? 8 days? 7? Oh, you got here Monday, right? Whew.
I know.
Yeah, no, it's...
Somebody's got to do it.
Yep.
It's part of what I signed up for.
There you go, guys. Fresh new axle, and we'll get them back out in the dunes. It's kind of impossible to keep every axle, every size for every car, make, manufacturer. So that's why we have Gear One make them with really long splines so we can cut them down. Kind of makes it a little more flexible for us and for you guys that need axles. So a little later night action in the shop here. This thing's freaking killer. It's an old, what do they call these? Like a tunnel car, right? Or
Tunnel buggy.
yeah, tunnel buggy. Yep. Freaking cool. Old Volkswagen, and then looks like the frame's broken in half. Oh yeah, no worries. We'll jack that up, get that thing welded back together, get this guy back out in the dunes. Look at that. That's how we fix boots. Fucking duct tape. Hell yes. That's rad. You want that? I'll torch it, you weld it. And like I showed you guys in the yesterday's video and earlier today, it's Spindle weekend. This is Spindle like 12, I think, that we've worked on. So Brandon's over here on the tick table, banging this big gusset out. Told you guys, when the sand's sticky like this, you gotta air up. Up. Or you will break stuff. Well, you're probably gonna break stuff anyway, but anyways. It's just about closing time here at Glamis Fab. New Year's Eve. We're gonna try to close up a little bit early and have a little dinner, and then join in the New Year's Eve festivities. So once again, I want to thank you guys so much for watching the channel, all the support, all my subscribers. Thank you guys so much for making this a great year for me. I can't wait to bring you guys some more coverage in 2023, and we got all kinds of stuff planned. There's tons of car builds for my channel. Rocky Mountain Race Week's coming up. I'm going to be hanging out with the Boosted Boys and PFI Speed again. We have a dune trip planned for, I believe, the Idaho dunes. That's going to be epic. We're going to get Razzle Dazzle finished up. Kyle got a sequential transmission for his car, so it's just going to be an epic year for us, for all of us. So once again, guys, thanks for watching, and we will see you in 2023.